team oh 48 oh 46 oh no
se bia so Kotoko fans na so ofia moni nyi se na ye wini e ma re won kan e ma ka se yakọ Accra omobo e trinity omo share wa minya e bi si wa aja se e bi si
na Premier League mo bi atwa se Kotoko tele ye je ni memo ya ye ni man underground the man kasa ha ho teams ya kese hard to folk kurampa ni jo betwa se that minute abeta mo agogo that minute
mo yo na se go fo mo ye ni ma mo ko fo
mi ti ya ni ya che mo fala o na Kotoko
mo ye ni ma mo de she mo
ya ni je mo fala because o go fie akala en mo bo fe o ana unim
chairman brownim chairman o he someone fa flag be gina chiri ma me na o he ball no a koroko boy a o mo ka so mo be shitu me na wogidi
ball your good time your good day and your bad day so what I say ada I tell me you call Accra Lions on na any good time na any good time na bad day so what I say na bad day no me mfa ho nka say na si be say and me predict 2-1
masa e football ba ba me
2-1 o she me hu ko ni a me cheche mu 2-1 na bet go na mo one na penalty
mo one
election for one na penalty election for one na penalty ya penalty asababa ya wi a na kwa poku di one na sa soso
abo ko flate o shego
na me say de beba no
o shego
ya ye hu adwuma ya di bebe no ko ni de ya di bebe no ko ni me de emma na sabre no de say e be dane baba e bi baba o be say na si ba o be say this ba 2 eti e be dane wo 2-1 no ha o ba hwe fa sa bebe so ka na kan ye kranti ase
aja ko shego dis
e be ndem fa ho no shego board e sa na tie e be ti ma ba sa o be ti ma se go mi nu
ba bia ho de na ho no e wonders another boy ya bo akwa eche na mo ni se na de mo be ti mo fala no e se de Kotoko koye no ye ni se kote fala satam no bibi sa na ne ball no e be shock am e wa ase e ti ya ba no Kotoko me se e be sama ene je de be free akọ
e be ball ni wi
e be free aso dey side the top e be free say eyi ball mo go start ball mo me se o mo win no mo draw e free dey the top upa fa sai
okay eti e heard me say dem be win
e dey win 2-1 me na me ka say 2-1 meta ball
say be bisa mo Kotoko fo bisa mo league mo league
ese fit me ya bo hu ma wi o
league da league top
league oh that's a point they biti eso tambe say ana dey abeto yen ye biti say abeto ana isu ye biti o mo say go say dey biti so mo dey be say ho e ti say so bi biti e kakra bia eno nche so agili go ye ya dey say free me atum me ka cho say ya bodu hu ma wi o na dey ko dey say come for ya bodu league no hu ma wi league na ya bodu say ya bowie ya jesu abo ya botre wi ya say ko je Africa ba say dey aka double
masa
me ka say wa che obi sa go ready
nation na no ebo no
director nation enua nation ya dey titi nation dey buy ya dey so dey say ya so say ya tire fra amnam edna ba konko so e say na ba wie no wo obetime
ya po obo na ba
oh senior me si be gira me ka dey suo no me ka pajalo no me ka dey suo
na no ma ni ntu
me say me sa chau no me kwa bo hwe me show because go the bar oh ebe shock okura
what's your wine
ya fa matata zero kuma so obi enza me house ni me fra radio so obi ne me Kotoko 90 matches Kotoko season Kotoko 80 matches oh akas baba yala mako me ko boss go ya against ona heart of love go ya against oni nation me go ya against me mo chi bi na me go ya against Kotoko me house ni me cash ne so no yes 4283 me am two ka be against and Kotoko house anyele grafu ya house be jele Kotoko be jele pa be ko Africa aka Diego be yina film umba be yina film baba yala nation ye akwa Africa
say ya no let bra
Ejuha Asante Kotoko be ko yi league o mechi.
Be ko yi. Ya be ji league no. Ya be ji league.
Ya wo ye pani o nti mi so wo card na. Ade ko achi Asante wo.
Wo de enya ni pani ya be ji league.
Wo ka se be ji league no. Ko he na league ni yanti mi anya.
Ya be ji league no.
Ya be ji aje.
Ai.
Sa.
Ya be ji
league no.
Ai.
E league na aka no.
League na be ka.
Obi lead 3 points.
Enfa ho. Na nipa no wo be se de bia.
Wo da so what ti be tena ho am obi akwa nyima firi.
Enfa ho.
Ena mo ball 4 points yi ebonti.
Enfa ho. Aya se da me wo no obi to otimi chi witiri ma nipa ni timi betete e ba ko 4-3 no wasa age abo ne 5-4. Eno e ho sa. Nti ende enya ya dia.
Boys ball no mo ball no. Mimi hu ade ne da da.
Na de on baba good game wa ha.
Sa.
Ai.
Okay, we dey ya poor ma be ho. Ai. Abusa form ya ko gate wo hwe. Gate wo na nko do a e wo no ti hwe gate wo na. Aha, gate wo na nko do no a wo no. Ai. Aha. Gate wo na nko do no a wo no. Ko do na wo gate. Ah, mo person mbe wuram. Aha. Ati ko do na ewo gate am so mu wuram ko bo gate am so mu wuram gate wo na mo hwe no aha ko do na salai ana take it almost say
so I 30 ya ba mo say ya 50
aha Asante Kotoko for yam fanya mo Kotoko for yam fanya mo jojo Asante Kotoko yam fanya mo ba mo kom ni e mo 30 ko bo so mo nko mo si ande mo betua 20 na mako wura stadium o ba ha ya ju 50 si ya ju 50 o so ani abre ana me si ya ju so ani abre mo ba na say I have VIP mo ke 200 asana ko VIP 200 asana ko VIP abre o ba stadium ni say she 100 cc kura ko ya fa say ya stadium o so nko o so ntua eti o betua ha de o betua so betua
the son to me house of folk
yes first next time next year this one this aboka to be mo
the house of folk house what try to
eti abusafo ni ekoso a ne say omo rate no omo price no 30 but and I'm sure money Kotoko ebonti no omo page na ko 50 afa so omo VIP omo ko 200 obi ayan na dey so obeka ho asem say omo gi 200 say omo gi 200 VIP wo twa 200 na wutimi nko masabra ade ase na waka for saso we nka so ade ase na waka for
scanner omo gi no obi any problem o but I also 50 but I think it's na dey man 30 things na guso
na me si yemfanya mo Kotoko fo yemfanya mo
ana me yemfanya
mo tia 56 kwa wo baba ya lada mo so ayi e fa se tim nya sika mo ntua wo so wo betua ma nation nya sika so be
ana ye hi no
wo betua mo
ana Kotoko ho do so Kenya ke be ko
America ne say wo tia den Kotoko so pedifo
no
ye wo tia no e kodi nation fo ho ye den karo ta
ye ba reason ba ko e sa be ti ye ne say ai wo bo ho no obi amere ene no ma ba di o me bu ya paso o mu bu ya paso ade
ma se ton aba be hebo house for ba house for enkani be no ha obefri as obehwe nation match ye ne ya ti komase ya what does it ye be hebo what you take so what does it 30 mu je 50 na mo se kwa bichen enwura bushi we mu ye Kotoko for ye be hebo acha mama mu je di ngwa asem mi mo be ka me ko dia e ka me ko dem se ke ye mo twi emfa mo so na nke ko hebo no ye me ka me ko
ya bi utimi ngo o pa ja he o pa ri ja he e ti ebuja for ye ko so haro no e say omo increase over price so you see asema bi ya catch am bi ya say Asante Kotoko ba bi a omo raise price no aha na omo Kotoko ti bi ko na be hu sa dey receive hu bi ba bi aha etu subscribe my aha
what the Ghana ha twa mu Kotoko team ya ko ba mi so aye ne mo mu yeka
mo so no
ya mo mu yeka Kotoko team no
munya we ko awo ho mu ko
awo je beja ko
mintumu fo
mu ti o fe beja we ni ko
ai maka chirebo mi ti munya akọ eti Asante Kotoko supporters no omo adwaye obagina Who team me?
Mo Kotoko.
Kotoko. I don't know what person.
Hey.
With the me from Adia, with the me from Adia. Their phone say.
Na me chamelesen.
You chamelesen. Who did so there? Now investment you won't go with there. Wait, I don't mommy first can show you. Let me invest with you. Mommy invest with you. Now me bacho ansana ye come na the onyan talk so that. We oba na oba so your first time one 360 yanko 360. Ola be yanko e down ha. Hey papa ebo wiem. We dey bo wiem ni bia. Ye. We papa ni bia ti. E say wo kwan fa.
I mean obi dey buy.
Who obi dey buy? Ye me na ne buy. Ah na wo so kwa pa. Okay ne. Ka boy ni me anka check me ka ma 10 over 1. Ka wa me say. 1 over 10 ka wa me say. Hey, why? But you have no wedding come. What say? Bye bye. Aha, eti and okay, supporters number aba bebre. Police force so security tight. Security so tight. Yeah, gates come on. Supporters were say no conform so so ewuram kama. Eti somewhere Koko TBGH live we say security no so massive. Say the GF for aka. We see police for 120 and also oba this match be aron be share on boban say be ya basa be yansi police for say 2 minutes so mo ye aduma omo boa Ghana ama bibia koyi police for no ha and am pedin for ha omo hwa kama eti bibia da ne kwam bibia da ne kwam eti say the omaka no ye hwe say bibia be da ne kwam say omo hwere pe me say match no omo guso a omo yeden omo be start ye kura eti ye wo National FC park no achi na yeden ye don tie say em say yeah, technical. I'm saying go for the person wuram. Go for the person wuram na omo the kwore the baby anti post for so ha post for her security here come up men Canada security here come up security here come up aha it is already ablankese na ohwe no ablankese na ohwe no ablankese na ohwe no oba pa mbajo gina 1 minute down. Oh, nations. We are good in Chekwet Machiamo.
Yes.
Now, investment won't go there.
Me, I'm in Kwame. Me, Kwame. Are they?
None of investment we will win in Ancaster for shares emission. So, some of you discussion. Now, you can say,
so one kind.
Oh, America, then I'm investing.
And there's so bad.
Coming invest what they pay me.
Sir, I don't know.
And I'm paying.
So, they said the best at.
Said the whole kind of dish amount. You kind of bishop amount. The nation is much.
Oh, 2.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Yes.
Betting me.
You're waiting.
Who's a Kotoko? Wako lose so many abre power. Unimza.
Minim Sapa. Yes, we are boy who is a train woman. Yes, we are boy who train woman.
Now, the Bajo become like so muda. Now, Bemwa, 360 Yanko. 360 Yanko. Down. 360. Hey. Kobium Moshe 360. Hey, Joe head one you want 360 yanko. You know so crowded. And you know so crowded. Down kakra no Moshe. Down here. Almost here. Aha. E ba cho papa. This is yes papa. Aha. Eti o hwa true ye bebam say dey work am.
Oh, e bebam.
Am be wini.
Ye be wini.
Na ton dey.
E ba cho me ton hwe.
Ntu ti fu di anu ada.
Okay, me yes, me hairdresser.
Oh, hairdresser. Ntu obi person ye na yere tri man no sa na na be kwa ya.
So obi cry ready so ko ja ni kru no se me nyam ni ti no man no ko ja kwa me ya ma.
Faro mama no. I was some kan ko wi. Faro mama no mo ko.
0247 841573.
Me pa cho do man na wa je no. Investment no so ka ho why? Which of funds investment na de why investment no the one you know and also ka ho ya afre do je no so ko ai nti unya course be ma na how investment for no be so do sika ship why aha enti ebo how try one more ebo ni wi so am do be din komo why that's pa enti abuja for gate ya ye butu gate ya ye butu ai enti Nations FC omni Asante Kotoko ball no ena o hwe e wa ase no enja agudie kura kofo ni abre peso buburam pa kofo ni abre peso buburam ai kofo no abre peso buburam ai kofo no abre peso buburam supporters no omo e wa Koko TVGH ti wo hwe live ai wo hwe live Koko TVGH ya ka cho se ball no enche na on be sha se Asante ko be ba sisi a Asante ko fo ba sisi a Asante ko fo ba sisi a eji gate one a ai choku na nkofo pese o mu wura mu on pese o mu wura mu maka se security so ye tight a police for ha a police for abochenku ha se nkofo so ton ne ma ha eti enya agudie kura police for ha mo boban kama gate one on pese o mu wura mu gate one on pese o mu wura mu no on be so mu wuram gate one obi a pese wuram na ono so ko hebo ni bi nti apolice for no so ha apolice for no ha bo so yede boban no bo hwese o mema bibia aye kama nti gate one na wo hwe no gate one gate one na wo hwe no gate one na I don't know how gate was jo. I don't know how gate jo. I don't know how gate was I didn't onya be wuram oh kasa ma hwe for go omo go onya be wuram
Masha
na me to na wuram na woni wan ba woni so we fan gate say ka woni boy bi na be ba na woni wan ba
oh me ne madam for the buy I don't know
no gane na me ba jo investment e wo ni mo kwa wo de me ba jo de busa be e kwa wo de
Masha
na wo nkwa investment ni na wo kan say me invest ka be shebu na ye kese ma be e be say me invest o ba ku de na me invest o de oh de na me invest o bra de na me invest o well de na me ka de me invest o na me
Masha me need
to be invest o ni bi enu nyina me invest o me discover be shem what you say abuso for me ba cho investment ro ni aje ho a o se ma obo ho fa de me nya pipa na de me nya na che kuri e ba cho ho me camera e Kotoko TV GH o mo ga live e bi wo abrochire e bi wo London e bi wo US e bi wo Germany o mo hwe eti kasa ti wonim na kasa e ba cho wo timbe
me need timbia
na ba say wo di je ball ai o be so be ball bi
ba shine
sa eti ohwa na Kotoko nations one of us what team na Kotoko na say
oh say na timti and the sha and the obi be she obi
ti one na be so ko she me
and the mean to mean che the one so no ai oh me say nation for call was also Kotoko too it's how they mean say obeshe Kotoko na say Kotoko beshe nation dia
we nation ni ase wa ka we nation ni kanokre we nation ni kanokre okay say no ye camera no umamu da na kasa so for the first time e ba cho ade mle wo say yan ko 3 state down twa ho kakra mo hwe twa ho kakra bi 360 wow down ho be ba ko be so ya slow uduru akira ya slow ba cho yanko boko yanko biem ba cho yanko biem o mo hwe yanko papa abuja for wa shara de nyu na kata so ba ye hwe e be fare sa o de nyu na kata de ma so na we ama warm up e de ko wura board mu so de ase support the kasa what do you ba what do you mo bra be wura mbra de ka de na okay ka de okay yanko twa no
wo ba ye no fra no
kule da ho ne we da ho
o ni machi
da ho papa ei da ho biem ko mu Tuesday aboa 360 aboa
take it club boy ko ya kwa ngula
e ka chere ko for so mo send skaba min to me manage ya
na ba so mo kan chere
mo platform yi so a 0241740609 send me skaba esi ara min twa beautiful girls min for mo wura me sesi a what I say me do me wura mo no o ni sister me do me wura me sesi a what I say eti mama de na ready na from me twagusi a bomo twagusi a na me fo mo wuram na mo ho fe pa na wo ye de aduma
o me nya aduma
wo nya aduma di anu ada na wo phone number me ba cho mun tani mo kaka fara manu tudo onko
0543 0539 23891.
Oh, okay. On my friend, what? It's so where friend. Aha. Now, I be asking you a question. Kotoko supporters. Omo Japan, omo just. I be a question.
Say I be try by 2030. To me again 2030. No be everybody. Baby, if you content here by baby 50. Na baba ya la kwa boy say. Baba ya la boy say.
Me see fanya mo. Mo Kotoko supporters fanya mo. Mo baba ya na say mun tier 20. Ana say 30 kwada mu mo see the board. Yes I am.
Ya dey tia bi mo ama amba am ko ja VIP na. Me papa no ena say Kotoko ball no. Obi aba amani twa o panyin ba kura amani e dey. E twa no nwuram. Why 2030 it Dr. Kwame Chaka Asante ko he ni asa nation for no.
And yes team no ekoyi. Team mu o kasa kasa ekoyi.
Enkoyi ba na dey see wi. Team enkoyi. Ana see wi ni. Ana see wi ni.
Team enkoyi.
Ana see wi ni.
Team enkoyi.
Team enkoyi dey by na dey see wi ni. Mi mi ga ka be so so.
Okay. Tawai. Ena obese. Oh, and everything are in 2-1. Asa ena obese.
Kotoko be 2-1.
Kotoko be 2-1. Yeah. Mo dia mo nu ga de Kotoko 4 there. So ogu the chain. Mo say the black is and we gan go. Masa, what you say? What would you say to me?
Kotoko de nya de team be na ya de bi o. The best team in Ghana. Oh Ghana. Kotoko ni wa obi ani ho.
Ya no na enye go what team.
Enye ya no say record do crash re. As at now, the last league e Kotoko da first. Enti na be show mo ni asan ko da first. Kotoko de the best team.
First obi aju habo.
And ye be sa ko da bi da. Ye be show. Best.
Enti mo beti mi agi
league abeje
masa league anyi ne siu
ya beje league no
anyi ne siu
bi den ka professor ye jikra na enka yenkobo friends what they call Africa was ye Africa no to count na double from there no bibia be kama Africa no ye be mu the way out and referee on so awunya players papa because once akwa African there obi a obeka bia no okoto na once to Africa ni bia bo koto konso there obi a ne je ho enti na ebe wi ni double no
players no e dey asana waka chiro
ya be ka ti on so monyi no omo nti ene hada ifaka etuka edeba ti eventually be do stadium na ekoye sa na ama oni ji nyina ide next time obakra na ha adwen nti ne no omo fuburu obi ara
so fu be say intention o ma shela no mo box abo
oh no menyini
When you so for us
no menyini ene de be win
ne
yeah Kotoko be win
that's it ya be he dance eti Asante Kotoko supporters omo aye word pa omo aye word masa ene wo che
ya be she no mo si 30 no o ma tia ba 50 o ma tia ba 30 eti 30 and from again no office and task metua oh and ya be she
get the only problem no ma
na kan so me pediafo me di dabi ni nyina so ni nyina kan so
oh we ya ba mi am be ne ma o fani ko ka o mu mi enu na de no so kwa de no o hwe
ma me u twa ka ni kwa se me wa twa
oh what say oh ko so
oh ni won fe
what say kra ni mu
scan so
madam
the process me ni Jennifer me se fam na na obiri ya bua na che hene
oh sa da so boy o hema enje o oh ene pa
na ni wu a me na mesi na nan
na so wu ya we si na nan
na se ye bi obewu so nyini chairman
eh e be na wasan wa wu
eti ede aha bro bo be na
Stadium. Okay. The last time and the only time Asante Kotoko etimi ewene ewo this venue yedi ehon enkomo yi ekoso 12 of January 2008 na ema the 10 of the 2007-2008 league season. Na Kotoko ekodi enkuni mekabako editia the Den Kesbin. Abrantia ya friend Eric Kwabra Bequin editimi konya the only goal edema Asante Kotoko. So ene Kotoko peso odi nkunim all that same venue. So omone Eric Kwabra Bequin edin sawoso. Okay. Or legend edema Asante Kotoko. They need to liaise with him. No chere kwan ofa so a otimi nya nkunim die ne mom because ono nko an enim sa kwan no players na akọ ho no bi obi enim kwan no okay Eric Kwabra Bequin is the only player onim kwan a Kotoko betimi de adi nkunim e Dr. Kwame Chase Sports Complex. They still have some minis. Betimi ne adi nsawoso. Nti se nkunim die no omo pede a then they need to call him. Na mo yesene.
But I think that this time Oka team no want to see her.
Eric Obrabe Queen.
Yes, Oka want to say Oka mo Gemini team no under 20 no. Enti efa so
obetimi aka ho na omfre na junior team no mo na ekobo boy. Senior team na ekobo.
Senior team but for now the efa so Oka mo technical team no ho.
Nti na ma kire omo data no. Nti se data na yade ama we say nim na no omo nim. Nti se yade data na ama no. Nkunim bie na wo pede ya.
Kaka be system ni enye late.
Enye late. Sani also oka omo hu ide. Na omo ni di nsa koso omo mbre kra. Nti they should call Eric Abrabe Queen. Obekire omo kwan omo besi afa so a obetumadi nkunim. Ewo eye Dr. Kwame Chase Sports Complex. Na today being 20th of April no. Eba Asante Kotoko 20th of April. Omo eye unbeaten in their previous games omo etimi abo ewo since 1999. Games Kotoko abo on 20th of April no. Omo entimi enlusu enkomra na yaba na the data no
asoko. Daniel na yemfa pre-match discussion no afi enkotie nsema ko gisneka iwi a yaba beto aso na dia kabia no pesan dia ma.
2 points behind Bibeni goals, so we'll be hoping to at least salvage all the 3 points against the City Rivals Kumasi Asante. So very soon we'll be engaging the both coaches to see their reactions towards the game, especially from the home side, Coach Kasimo. As match week 28 of the Ghana Premier League, and here at Abrankasi, Dr. Kwame Chase Sports Complex, Nations FC are hosting Kumasi Asante Kotoko. A big game, of course. Both teams are trying to, take advantage of the struggles of the opponent, take advantage of the league table. And looking at Nations FC, they are just 2 points behind Bibeni Gold Stars. So we'll be hoping to at least salvage all the 3 points against the City Rivals Kumasi Asante. So very soon we'll be engaging the both coaches to see their reactions towards the game, especially from the home side. Coach Kasimo Kansemengel is over here, so let's engage him and see. Coach, good afternoon. Coach, a big game against Kumasi Asante Kotoko. How prepared are you?
We are prepared. We prepare for all matches are 3 points. So the way we've been preparing for all matches, the same preparation we've done for Kotoko.
Coach, looking at Kotoko, they don't have very good stats over here, especially at this venue. So psychologically, are you having that edge over Kotoko?
Oh, they came here, we didn't beat them. It was a draw. So you can't say they don't have a very good start this year. It's football. Football is a game of uncertainty. So you cannot predict the scoreline or the outcome of a match. So it's football. So the better side, with luck being on his side, will win.
Coach, looking at yourself as a coach, you've never lost a game, especially in the Premier League against Kotoko. Does that give you an edge, especially against Kumasi Asante Kotoko specifically?
I would say yes and no. Because that's why I say football is a game of uncertainty. Anything can happen any moment, any time. But I'm looking forward to continue with that trend.
Coach, Razak Simpson is not with the squad. Can you give us any updates?
Oh, he has a small knock. And he's recovered, but we don't want to stretch him. He needs to rest for our next match.
Coach, can you tell me still, you are on the title race. This game, can you promise the fans of a victory?
Oh, all those are the top 4 are aiming for the 30. So we are on top. So I cannot say we are coming to win and collect our 3 points.
Apart from Simpson, who is also missing the game, especially a key figure within the squad?
I would say apart from Sims, everybody is okay. We don't have a problem.
Well, thank you very much. All right. We just spoke to Coach Kasimo Kansemengel, and he is optimistic that they are going to take all 3 points against Kumasi Asante Kotoko. Now, Coach Prosper Natogum is also be joining us very soon for us to engage him in serious action, because this is more or less a regional derby. Majority of Kotoko are having a slight support for Nations FC whenever they're in tough times. So, the coaches are trying to share the ideas. The coach is a coach. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Coach, a big game against, your City Rivals. How prepared are you?
Very prepared.
I'm looking at the fact that Kotoko struggled to win games over here. What is going to change this afternoon?
Commitment.
Coach, apart from commitment, your attackers struggle to score goals in recent times. Any solution to it, especially this big game?
Yeah, we've spoken to them. We've shown them what they are supposed to do. So we are hoping that they apply them.
Coach, looking at the fact that there are similarities between you and Nations FC in the way, quote unquote. I'm looking at the fact that in recent times, your away record is not that convincing. Can you promise the fans of a different complexion, especially in this game?
We'll give out our best.
Coach, apart from Saka Dauda, who is a bit doubtful, can you give us any update about injuries?
Yeah, I think it's the same thing, Lord, and then Ablo. Yeah, they are all not fine. Tinedu is out of the squad because of suspension. That's why it's not part. So,
Coach, look at the fact that in recent times, the midfield battle, others are saying Justice Blay has dropped in energy and etc. To the absence of Tinedu, are you convinced he can play entirely, Justice Blay specifically?
I don't know what you are talking about. Justice Blay has been playing fantastically. So I don't know what you are talking about.
Coach, I wish you all the best.
Thank you.
We just spoke to Coach Prosper Natioguman. He's up. But a very poor away run in recent times. They haven't won a game their last 4 away games, and it's something so difficult for Kumasi Asante Kotoko. But until then, we'll be live with the commentary, with all the updates. We'll give you live on Globe TV. So stick and stay. Do not change your channel.
I see way any command coaches Nadi Eddie Atre will be actually the game and obeying I womb. But I can run a continue. Yan Shanafe, you knew common and the facts and only data and war at the Mayan and Alfie Yan. So I think a game's never bubble snaffy. I predictions are yeah, until yeah.
About 20th of April, the match date, you know. Asante Kotoko unbeaten when it comes to almost previous games, Etmabo on the match date since 1999. Now, Bako course 20th of April 2005, Kotoko SA 2-1 editia RTU. Now, Monday 2 of the 2005 league season. On 20th of April 2011, RTU SA Kabako Emma Kotoko Ekoshe Ekabako. Now, Monday 24 of the 2010-2011 league season. On 20th of April 2016, Dreams FC Etransema Asante Kotoko Ekoshe Ekabako went to me ante. There no Emma the 8th of the 2015-2016 league season. So we know Edema Asante Kotoko unbeaten when it comes to 20th of April since 1999. 3 games were winning 2 draw 1, that's 4 goals, and then we conceded 2 goals. But one thing that sounds so clear, and I said Kotoko have scored in each of the games were on 20th of April since 1999. So and they fixture no Airbus to 20th of April 2025. Expect Asante Kotoko or the ball. Ever net at the Tier Nations FC. Once a Kotoko last away game was against Accra Lions. Now since Accra Lions BP League in Kotoko visited Accra Lions. Emma the next fixture Kotoko Elusu be that.
So when Accra Lions bonkwandi
the next fixture Elusu be since OBP League in Now Oshe the first season year 2021-2022 league season. Monday 34 and Kotoko every Saturday Accra Lions. Game no end 1-1. So first season end day. Ntiku here say the following season Monday 1 and I see team ekoko. Na ohe Monday 1 no ekoye outstanding game. Na say Asante Kotoko any isu atre etimi ebo. Monday 2 nso so no enso san koye outstanding game. Na say Beche United and Kotoko and etimi at the pem so. So ekohia Monday 3 and Sana Asante Kotoko able game that season. Bro, we come Accra House of Folk. Emma Asante Kotoko and Accra House of Folk the PM so game no 80 and day 1-1 on 25th of September 2022. So game no so one lose no. The next season and year 2022-2023 league season Kotoko Ekosha Accra Lions Kabako Monday 33. The next game Monday 34 Kotoko any Dreams FC and the PM so again no and day goalless. And over last season on Monday 4, Kotoko Ekoshe Accra Lions Kabako went to me ante. On Monday 5, Kotoko Ewe Kami Adriana FC Eshere Kabako went to be ante. So we PM on 16th of April 2025. Accra Lions Eshere Asante Kotoko Kami and San went to me ante. Kotoko next fixture against Nations FC. So from this data, it means Kotoko going into this game, Nyadia Obelusu game. And the last away sider, which me preventing Nations FC from scoring. Then Diana FC. Bromo Etimiko secure 1-0 win on 19th of March 2025 and another Monday 20 of the ongoing league season. Now, her nations so far we a total of 67 games in the Ghana Premier League. Emu 22 and wetima keep clean sheets. Okay. 67, Emu 22 and the nations wetima keep clean sheets. As against Kotoko, since 1999, we have a total of 685 games in the Ghana Premier League. Emu 307 and on wetima keep clean sheets. And nations the first season Oplesi is 7th with 49 points. And no any team bo no man call anymore. And they Asante Kotoko and so Aje Ghana League, 24 times since 1956. Competition and the most successful. So after Monday 27, Nations FC at the second position with 48 points. Asante Kotoko at the third position with 47 points. Just a point, and they separated two teams. So based on my data analysis on this game, may hear any say away win. For the first time, Asante Kotoko ever record win over Nations FC in the Ghana Premier League. Okay. For the first time, Asante Kotoko ever record win over Nations FC in the Ghana Premier League. Okay. And over the last time, Kotoko 80 away game at the Asante regional base class. Who said 3 goals in the PA.
Yeah, I know correct. Mate, Yankana Fenyan feed no, as I say, or more Banasa.
Maybe we say home win. House of Folk, Ebedin Kunim over Carrera United. And which Betray United, Brekum Chelsea. I'm expecting.
Very, very good records against Nations FC, playing as host to the Porcupine Warriors, Kumasi Asante Kotoko. And quickly, we take a look at the starting 11. And of course, Frederick Asari is the goalkeeper for the away side. Kumasi Asante Kotoko, Justice Blay. Samba O'Neill also for Kotoko. Of course, we have Emmanuel Antwi coming into the squad. Michael Chedramina, Patrick Asedu, and also Albert Amoa. And Tim Manu Andrews also playing for Kotoko. And of course, Peter Amidu Akwa, Daniel Ajete, and Michael Sefa all for Kotoko this afternoon. Frederick Asari is the captain for Kotoko and imposed today for the Porcupine Warriors. A very good goalkeeper. Kotoko have Mohamed Kamara as the backup goalkeeper on the bench. Prosper Nate Ogum knows how to win the league. He has done it before with Kotoko. He is here today with the Fabulous Boys against Nations FC. Remember, in the first round, it was Nations FC getting the victory over Kotoko. Nafiu Suleimana got a goal, and of course, the league's top scorer, Faisal Chawate, also on the score sheet for today's home side. We have Burkinabe Rabin Osman Sanon, the captain and also the goalkeeper for Nations FC this afternoon. Former Kotoko defender Christopher Nate is in the side for the home side. Of course, Nafiu Suleimana, who got a goal when Nations FC traveled to Kotoko's home in the first round, is here starting today for Nations FC. Richard Danso, Michael Abrokwa, Raymond Oko Gripman also starting for the home side this afternoon. Sadiq Al-Hassan and former Bechem United defender Samuel Osekufo, and also former Bechem United player Emmanuel Nano playing for Nations FC this afternoon. And of course, the man I talked about, 11 goals so far in the Ghana Premier League, Faisal Chawate, Prince Badu, all for Nations FC. The likes of Calvin Ampofo, Kofi Mensah, the goalkeeper, and also Ibrahim Abba, all on the bench for Nations FC. Baba Yaya and also Kwame Opoku, the star striker, is on the bench. And Wisdom Fernando Bassi, all on the bench for Kumasi Asante Kotoko. You can look at the excitement of the players on the bench for Nations FC. The Porcupine Warriors would want to redeem themselves against Nations FC, taking into consideration that they lost the first round. And of course, coming into this game, they lost by a huge margin against Accra Lions.
Nations FC are unbeaten, yet to taste defeat against Kumasi Asante Kotoko. Looking at the fact that this season they've had a scrappy home record, but their last 5 home games prior to this one, they lost only 2. They won 3. So it tells you that, despite having uncertainty in terms of recent performance at home, but prior to this game, they've had a perfect run against Dreams FC. So they'll be hoping to, pounce on that against Kumasi Asante Kotoko, who's not having a very good record, especially at this venue against Nations FC. Let's see whether these two teams can give us the best. Both teams are within the title race. This game is going to prove a lot and have a lot of effects on league table.
The likes of Emmanuel MG would have something to prove today for Kotoko. Signed from Great Olympics. Has lost his position lately in the Kotoko setup. And here we go at the Brankase. Kotoko gets us going. Sadiq Al Hassan putting that ball for Emmanuel Ano. Frederick Asari. Kumasi Asante Kotoko coming forward here. Emmanuel MG. Long one trying to locate Peter Amidu Akwa. But Nations FC deal with that one perfectly.
It's obvious that Nations FC are not trying to give that high pressing to the centre backs of Kotoko. So the midfield is being packed. Faisal Chawate and also Danso dropping deep to complement the effort in midfield. So it tells you Kotoko must be quick in midfield to be able to have that numerical advantage over Nations.
Emmanuel Nete, former Kotoko player, surging forward, gets the first free kick of the game.
Christopher Nate is one of the best fullbacks, especially surging forward. So Kotoko must try to find a way to handle him. He's their former player and he knows how to play against them, especially at this crucial stage of the league. And he's been convincing. It's so impressive to watch.
Christopher Nate. Feeling the pain so far. Playing against Kotoko. He knows the in and out of Kotoko.
The last game they played at the Baba Yara Sports Stadium, Kotoko lost by 2-0. Nafiu Suleiman and also Felsa Chawate. Both of them were on the score sheet, and this afternoon they are all in action.
Cycle 4. Michael Abrokwa. Here comes Prince Badu. Nation is looking for a foul but not giving. Quickly, Kotoko on the move. A switch of play trying to locate Peter Amidu Akwa, but Nete deals with that one in a perfect way.
Amidu Akwa has been the target so far, looking at how Kotoko are playing. Spreading play from the midfield to the left side, but he's having a very big match to play against Christopher Nati.
It looks to be physical in the early stages of the game. Christopher Nate getting the knocks in this early stage. Prince Badu. This is comfortable for Frederick Asari.
Nations are having one of the best centre backs pair. Four alongside anybody he's been partnered with. And Oko Gripman partnering this afternoon. And they've been interesting to watch.
Here comes Kotoko with Emmanuel Anchi. Good display by the silky midfielder Peter Amidu Akwa for Kotoko to Emmanuel Anchi. Anchi loses possession, but good control with the chance from Samba Onel. Asiedu. Back to Patrick Asiedu. Kotoko keeps the ball in play. Justice play. This is Intimenu. Kotoko with some beautiful football in the early stages of the game.
Adran Ajeti alongside Patrick Osiro, these are attacking-minded fullbacks. You can see them clearly influencing the game anytime they are trying to create overload from the wide. And it's so good. Nations FC are trying to put a lot of aggression to their game, yet to play to suit Emmanuel Arnaud and Fraser Chawate.
It has been a battle so far between Emmanuel Arnaud and Samba O'Neill.
Emmanuel Arnaud is doing the needful. As the number 10 player, you must draw fouls for your team. But he's a bit soft, losing the ball often. He should improve upon his physicality.
With Kotoko's game against Bichim United at the Baba Nyara Sports Stadium, it was Baba Yaya in the starting 11 for Kotoko. Today, Prosper Nate Ogum, looking for that creativity, has decided to start the former Great Olympics player Emmanuel Arnaud.
Kotoko are winless in their last 5 away games. They drew 3 and they lost 2. They've scored only 2 goals. They've conceded 6, so it tells you in away grounds they struggle to score in recent times. Also, they do concede a lot of goals, and their last game they conceded 3 unanswered goals against Accra Lions, and that is a problem.
Free kick to Kotoko. Patrick Asiedu. You look at the back line of Nations FC. In the absence of Razak Simpson, it has been Oko Gripman, Michael Abrokwa, and Samuel Osekufor. A 3-man back line for Nations FC. Kasim Mingil Okainte with a tactical work here.
Justice Blaze scored from such distance against Kando out of Lions. But this one, the option was a bit scrappy. But just like you said, the 3-back is working perfectly. And having Kufu alongside Oku Gripman.
Well, here comes Nations FC with Nafiu Sulemana. Corner kick. Kasim Mengelo Kainte.
Faisal Chawate is a threat. He's been off, especially from the first 6 minutes. But look at that threat alone. It tells you he's a dangerous player. 11 goals with 3 MVPs this season. He's a gem.
Nations FC. Team Menu gets the ball away for Kotoko. This season it has been Kofi Mensah for Nations FC in most of the games in post, but Robin Osman Sanon, the Burkina Faso international, played for Salitas FC in Ouagadougou. Here comes Faisal Chawate. Can this be the first goal? Side netting. Dangerous player by all standard. Just look at the frustration of his coach, Kasim Mingilo Kainte. Nations FC with some beautiful football.
Adran Ajete must be cautious about the customer he's handling. He's very quick, difficult to handle, and he's having that pressing ability. And you don't have to be sluggish against such a player.
Kotoko driving forward with Peter Amidu Aqua. Still, Aqua puts in that cross. Albert Amua. What a chance for Kotoko. What a game we are witnessing so far. Albert Amua nearly getting the first goal for the Porcupine Warriors.
No, Albert failed to have a perfect half turn before receiving the ball. So before turning, the angle was narrowed by the goalkeeper. So no option than to target the far angle, which was also tight. Look at that. He turned very fast back. The angle was closed entirely by the goalkeeper.
Nafiu Sulemana for Nations. This is Abrokwa. Good control by Richard Danso. Gripman. Long one trying to locate Christopher Nate. Christopher Nate went surging forward. Very dangerous against his former team.
Richard Danso supposed to be adding that creativity, supplying Nafu Sulemana and also Faisal Chawate, but he's not been effective in the game so far.
Sadiq loses possession. This is Amwa to Peter Amidu Akwa. This is Kotoko. Kotoko wanted the corner kick, but the decision is a goal kick.
Peter Amidu is up in his game, and it's a plus because he's been influential from the past two actions. No wonder they are targeting attack.
Abrakwa from Nations. Good control by Patrick Asiedu. Here comes Kotoko. Miscommunication between two Nations FC players results in Raymond Oko-Ripman on the floor receiving treatment.
That was pure miscommunication, and they're supposed to improve upon that because Kotoko are finding players in between the lines. The moment you allow them spaces, you can cause troubles.
The last 5 games for Nations FC. Young Apostles came here, defeated Nations FC 2-1. Adriana Stars also got a 1-0 victory here. Emmanuel Mafo with that goal and has been voted as the goal of the month. So beating Nations FC this season at the Abrankase is not a difficult task. Kotoko, if efforts are being put in, can't do that. Corner kick for Kotoko.
I love the inter-positional play between Albert Amwa and Peter Amidu Akwa. You know, Amwa can operate as a winger, and anytime the ball is being sent wide, you see him trying to create that central space for Amidu to run in, just for him to take advantage of the wide areas, and they've won a corner kick from that perspective.
Patrick Asiedu delivers the cross. Good header out. Emmanuel Anchi with that poor long-range strike.
Emmanuel Anchi, he scored from such a distance against Young Apostles. No Boise. But since then, he's been struggling to find his scoring boot. But this afternoon, in place of Baba Yaya means he's worked a lot in the training grounds.
So far, this is Emmanuel Ano for Nations FC. Good save by Frederick Asari. And the rebound, comfortable one for the goalkeeper. Not able to handle it the first time. But on the second attempt, Frederick Asari saves Kotoko from that pressure.
Having Emmanuel Ano alongside Faisal Chawate, these are two devastating players. And he's having experience in the league. Emmanuel Ano, he played 5 seasons for Bechim before joining Nations FC, and 12 games, he's having 3 goals. He scored against Caruela, Basika Holy Class, and Samatex. This man wearing a territory shirt for the home side. He's very, very dangerous, and he came as an instant hit for the home side this season.
And Team Menu's pass was a poor one, intercepted by Nations. This is Abrokwa trying to locate Emmanuel Ano. This is Ano from Nations FC. Very silky combination with Faisal Chawate. That's a great goal! What a goal! Nations FC have taken the lead against Kumasi Asante Kotoko. What a strike it was! Absolutely beautiful. Fantastic strike by Asante. Nice. Nafiu Sulemana scored against Kotoko in the first round. He has done that again against the same opponent today. What a strike. Goal of the season contender, Nafiu Sulemana. Nations FC 1, Kotoko 0.
The angle Emmanuel Mafo scored from against the same nations, that is where Nafiu Sulemana took advantage of, and the goalkeeper at least expected such drive from this young man. And don't forget, the last game they played, prior to this game, you could see he scored the first goal around the 31st minute, and just watch that. He got a time, the space, and look at that technique. The goalkeeper could not anticipate such a ball from that wide angle, and Frederick Asari beat into it. Back to back, they've always taken the lead. The last game at the Baba Yara Sports Stadium, they scored the first goal, and they eventually won that game. This afternoon, the same thing happened over here.
Nafiu Sulemana took Frederick Asari by surprise. Prosper Nate Ogum and his side behind here at the Brankase. He needs to work the wonders to get his team back in the game and possibly get a winning goal. But high-spirited Nations FC are flying. Samba Odell. Patrick Asiedu for Kotoko. Saiku fall to his goalkeeper.
Just like I said prior to this game, Kotoko struggle to prevent the opponent from scoring, especially in their last few away games they've played. And it is showing over here. That was a perfect strike from Nafiu Sulemana.
It has been a ding-dong affair. The goal has erupted the fans. Kotoko needs to reset. And of course, they've done that through their goalkeeper. Now here it's Patrick Asari. Patrick Asiedu loses possession. Emmanuel Ano, good control. Richard Danso, free kick for Nations.
Emmanuel Ano is a very silky player on the ball. A typical press resistant alongside Richard Danso. And they are just causing a lot of troubles. Former player for Wafa, Eden Stars, and this season he's having a goal, and that was against Vichy. Richard Danso, very silky.
The idea was a perfect one, but Christopher Nate not able to reach that one. Kotoko looks jittery after conceding that spectacular strike. Nations FC currently, if the score remains this way, it will move up to 51 points.
Kotoko once again are losing the midfield battle. In team men alongside Justice Blay are not giving that shield enough. And Jimara Lantry cannot give a lot of defensive contributions. But at this point, Nations are picking gradually from all departments. The centre back pair has been solid. The midfield influencing the game the more. The wingers are devastating. Kotoko have a lot of things to do.
Who told you the league title is between Kotoko and Bibiani Gold Stars? Nations FC have announced themselves as a title contender.
10 wins this season for Kotoko in a way. But this time, they are trailing.
Emmanuel MK not getting the foul. This is Ntimenu with a true pass to Amwa. This is Albert Amwa. Albert cut offside.
That was a brilliant pass from Ntimenu. And a perfect first touch from Albert Amwa, but it's one offside.
Kotoko looking for a swift response in the first half. Their energy level is up. Matching Nations FC. Cycle forward with a long one. Free kick to Kotoko.
The last time they played here, it was 2-2, and that day Ntimenu unfortunately scored an own goal for the home side. That's in their favor.
20 minutes gone. Nations FC up by a goal against Kotoko. Nafiu Suleimana with that spectacular strike. Michael Abrokwa takes the throw. Albert Amwa with a header. Back to Rabin Osman Sanon. Robin Osman Sanon, the goalkeeper for Nations FC, a former Salitas FC player in Ouagadougou in Burkina Faso.
What Kotoko should do at this point is just to calm down, control their adrenaline level, because trying to get that quick equalizer is creating a lot of spaces for Nations to exploit.
Well, the goal scorer is here. Nafiu Suleimana. Richard Danso.
Oh, Carrera, I wish I know first 11. Only this and they are possible. Let me just say, I wish I know not to up you Karim, a goalkeeper or the pony Edima. Carrera United, Samson, Branche Gariba, Fraser, Ejimo Edimomo, and a person of Branche Fatal, Muhammad Abdul, former of Arsenal player, and Ocean Ekati, Poco Carrera United. Sakano Edition, come Jibril Nurudin, Abel Diasu, Ibrahim Ejinemo Abdul Ibrahim Yaya, Abel Mohammed Sadri, Ejinemo Edward, Habibu Al Hassan, Fatal Mohammed, Alahasa Atemu, when I'm not saying about
102.7
Canada United was in the Ube came on so our hand there. Sana lineup no at the Messi Carrera lineup no so the more their Carrera Nasiru Abdullah Karim Mohammed Abubakar after Garba Faisal Abdul Latif Jibril Nuruddin Tiasu Ibrahim Abdul Rahim Yaya Mohammed Sakri Abdullah Kapiru Alhassan and after the branch of Bruno Alhassan Atemu when I'm not to do a bomb okay and my Carrera Bibia a costume Edimana our house of Benjamin sorry Ejinemo Ejimoma after the branch of Emmanuel Amankwa Ejin Governor said to be Grady Yadom Samuel Amukwa Rafael Ponta said or say after to a branch in front of Komna Pate or no Mante and a Molly, when I'm not to do a form of Etima has a popo gonna be a boy Edimon, Africa, and neighbor Editia, Cloros, a class of a goalkeeper, I am friend of Apply Nasiru, Ejinabonetia, of a poor Pejabon and Temple, so I look at your plant in front of Mohammed Fatah Mohammed from our father folk, was probably about 15 or Chesaki, Saki Betima Copana. Kenta Monte on House of Folk, crossing the Betimabana, nice one, Carrera United, oh, baby, Ibrahim and the Bonipa, Bakumesa, Ibrahima, or Jabba nice one, 1-2-9-1, and so, what I just here. A goalkeeper can come from a Coros Acasabo. A goalkeeper can come from a Coros Acasabo. Benjamin Sara Copa Bonabeto.
Oh, FM 100.7.
Benjamin Sorry, Benjamin. Sorry, Benjamin and the Bonato over Bonacom. Wapega Bonajapa.
Promise Radio.
Yapi Bonato. Bakumilisa. Kediana Bonaco Hussein Mohammed. Hussein Mohammed. We're taking on. Hussein, anybody come back to Minister? Hussein, beautiful control. You just want to Hussein Mohammed is him. You just want to Hussein Mohammed is him.
Kotoko ni holding midfielders. Also, Ogum is known for defensive midfielders. About 6 Mienu. Misha no na ha Kotoko. Because nation bobo ni nyina, ohodi bo ni nyina sin Kotoko. Ana boss the one ni tia, the more oma opponent bobo no bebre no. Na onya confidence so there's a high possibility say go betimi aba. It's the answer Kotoko yes say anso betimi so ahodi bo ni bi. Because one hodi bo ni bi dia nation bobo ni nyina.
Uga Kotoko de house bo ed.
Nobody but somebody yesu a edu be koye me sana me hu no nobody edin na the supporters crowd be catch up crowd na nya asem ketwa eti Kotoko ni asin de nobody nation players ya omubo nsem mo yi betimi ashoke so ba Kotoko pro timi mboshe ti body sanity
blaster player no obobi
there be omobi o ambobi
ya shemo adina ehu
ana ezo so hu say see a pitch we city no
waje corner
see a pitch we city no me hu say
pitch nisha
esha ano omunim so bossen Kotoko so just see how team say so the ball in and flanks wa omutimi use Kotoko players the pa because ma batch
already na kasa no coach na woni Accra Lions coach no wa kan se bi banko fa because say Asante Kotoko omo race no mienu no obi anu a ofa ho he no kre
men ne ya adu
I say race ni mienu no bo fa ho anu ase be so
and there yampa
I say nyanyanyan
omotere no ball ni do nimbo Patrick Asie
so the week better study Kotoko o study we what o
omutu ni de nka de we pra no ho dia Debbie also mu Kotoko 2 kofa ni free break Chelsea. Ono oni ball ni bopa.
Boy kokuru bi no.
Debbie a me be hwe ni ball no maka Zizansa. The ball na Zizansa pepe. Ball ndo ni bopa. Ba Patrick Asiedu na overdo ni dosu. Ojinu udi so ni ball ni bo. Ti okona ni mo. Iti na ama for fan. Eti se we obi a wa steady Kotoko ahwa. Wo the ball ni fa 2 and 3 wona. Ubenya goal in temper because Kotoko 5 WI compact so many ball no titru me ubu sami dia player of the season senke be chiche mpa dia anka best defender and yenya bondu ba bia anka banka de be ma omo foreigner no oni ball no papa samba no the bacha
pa aso ko nya pa e collect pa dia anka ba na anka bia
oh ko e Ghana ni kura anka enya won senke be friend Black Star because on ocean the composure the passes reading of the game be perfect on point anu bi na ya nipa asibe adia somebody BTS be awareness
asemu ene house so bo
Continental Club Masters yeah bo
asem
me come to
oni mo no bo oye good pa ai oye good papa onya obi a oye good e ka no ho a eno
Ti said any nyina can also access game they say Kotoko ntimi penetrate
anyway problem free here for where dey
because omo no o say obo ayo holders for me sorry obo defensive midfielders for me eti anu sa no also bo an defensive midfield obechi ball no owi anu pass ba ka wunya obi otimi hold the ball ni check akra watimi am penetrating passes no ebi ni Kotoko sesi a the obo 10 no ono anu esu ati ase aha ti dey ha Kotoko ni say oni holders sesi a
Okay. Yeah. Hello, more happy. More now, more happy.
I don't know. Should I speak to you?
Oh, wow, you don't speak key.
I do.
You speak key. Speak later for me.
Yes, I would say I'm happy. Just that I'm not happy. I'm not happy with Kotoko, the way they are playing, but it's okay.
I will tell you about it.
For now, yes.
Oh, but Bona, I say, no. Who say, where house another? Where house another?
Nenya Mubia.
Over here again. Tiasha Koroko. Hey, Sana, I'll take a comment to Okayano. And Tiasha Koroko.
They say, may I against Asian nations, but Kotoko is not playing well.
Who's a Koroko?
No, not at all. It's like
Sana,
I answer, I want to chim on the Mutua. I don't know what is happening.
Now, they say nations, almost leading 2 goals. Like, we are surprised.
I'm not surprised because Michelle last week Kotoko match, you know. I realized that the papa been a Kotoko form better than Bessa. Do you get?
Once someone can make a league, we are to the possible. Where?
Now more on the party because as if one Kotoko side, I know more say. But on the other side now, it's the way I almost see Bob on it. I say, Nation FC for no me is serious some more but for me who seriousness be our
life, Koko TVGH, you for the black, our life, Koko TV, life, Koko TVGH, I'm a moment here. Koko TVGH, life, now, recording before air carry. Make her follow so about what say, Koko, guys, you're more papa. Now, only now, Waliana, about YouTube. But you want and I want you more so now. You will be your said they ever happened to me. How why come out with Seattle? Open Yampa, the mama her for behind you. Okay, it's about Germany and US. YouTube new way in the show. Okay, it's all follow. Germany, US, they are now.
US.
Okay, US. No, scaffolding be war. The fellow saying. Who was scaffolding be war? They said they come. No, scaffolding be war. Your fellow saying New York. And no do California. And I'm saying what we saw. New Jersey. Me now phone for. E mu dey na ka ope.
They were serious.
The batch I don't know to there.
Mentor and the
Calcula. Oh, okay. It will be person over two free one here is over to me so I don't know about the
055-2564-989.
What am I be?
055-2564-989.
I'm an how if you are so be a shan go for. Maybe an hour the over shout on YouTube. Unim. Ebe na be shout so the nation FC boss. What else here? Calcula company na nkasa na no mo ya aduma na. Oh, okay. Eti uko school Kumasi ya haya na wada ufi. Kumasi.
Me wo Abepo Junction.
Na ifo kwa na kum.
Me free Jachi Pramso.
Hey, enti na ho fei. Jachi Pramso for guys, obo ho fei ye pa. Eti na YouTube. Eti you need beautiful girls. Now, what's what you're doing?
Be a lawyer.
What's it? Where are they?
Be a lawyer. Lawyer.
We are lawyer. Any put it to you. Lawyer. It's your your friend saying. Over high court when you are baby. Oh, okay. It's okay. KUS.
Macha.
And I'll call you.
You call KUS.
lawyer no it is a more case of a bit of my own. Hey, lawyer the who for we are. We are so could you some more be but what do you power? I may have no money. Lawyer power, lawyer no who first. Who so there is lawyer said I don't know any money and I said that when you come up. I said we're so I'm not for so hot for more. Some women don't go for a round. Mammy, you know, Eti, say, Korokofoibi, that's all far as a lawyer. Over Tiasi, found no office no more.
If I'm so public, sir. Hey, random people,
any person around
772. Hey, random people, my friend.
Office line, what makes your friend for you? I say, if you're
0554 65 1992.
No man, no, dear man. What I say, first, but no one who consider the Faku. Was so person we are some of the Fabra. No one knew now. And when you're there with the court to the end worker, Miss Ramo, when you're more than more, Miss Ramo. I don't know my today. Now, my Coca-Cola, they acquired them. When you acquire them, maybe a fraud or acquire them, which me would have. Never heard force who will be just like baby. Aye, it's your private side in Koboy. I was my police. Now, what is it? I don't know what was up. They say, I'm probably in the cars.
I said, I said, Ghana football. Say to the guys, say, share. I bet someone your chance. But you mean I'm also offside. No, but when offside clean, magical. Anytime Ghana football, no, you can say SN. SN better than me, maybe Cheska, I bet that's a very good. So what did they make you? And the ball, I saw money be fair. Now, Obia was a senior bono. Now, Obia, I don't know on them, what you offside. But what you offside, but you know, them no, what you offside. So what you saying? Coco TV is over there. Mama should be me say, most subscribe. I didn't cover. No, we say yes. And you have TV. Coco TV on Coco TV. Coco TV GH. And you have a part on way. And you must subscribe and cover. Now we be share, we be sunyabi.
If I show her, for come on the 2 hours. For come. Now, mahu.
Enyehu yaba betika no yaba betika e catch na obi sumi manu say enyehu yaba betika no bekan no bro Koko TV
so kono so pata okay to say press no ball mo body nje
that ball no shede referee di ball no
referee second goal dey nje first goal
so what you say there fight yeah they say I don't know me catch say e be 2-1 come first goal number yaba betika so mo ana wakoje offside goal so what you say by still they be ready here eye body eye bara feeding the body yi e je fe 40 mi akoko TV we for 40 mi a omo hwe the room spare referee na say omo say ti referee papa e my referee ntimi ntumi kapra we dey di referee ball kwa undu o e be no ti be bibi ana omo so 88 twa kotrofo no and I said the bubble referee sunyewe ntimi so say we ye dey for Koko TV for am na BGF for say omo nhwe no mo nye dey omo me Premier League no enye kama also mami was
Since days of Baba Yara. It's been there. It's been there. It's on a premier league. It's back again. It's the days of Shamoko. It's been there. It's been there. Finish one league. It's back again. It's the days of Baba Yara.
What is the protocol? Let's go consider and not just chat to media. Come on, second go to one, second go one way the other. But say Washington, no meet me can be. Sad as you go. Oh. Very good. What I say, but I say no. Who say I get it? No, I get the ball now. No, but that was the reason why coach Nama Harry so above. What I say, didn't visit Harry so probably no. Can you maybe ya second go? I quite not go ya oji. No ball, you know. And you don't talk about. Just so you the fair. Referee panel. That's all you the fair. Minimum baby. Because me ball, my ball a charge since 1978. Yeah. Oh, man, Prof. Kotoko, Kotoko, yeah, Kotoko.
In the first half, it has been Nafiu Sulemana tormenting Kotoko, coupled with Emmanuel Ano. Nations FC 2, Kotoko 0. We are back underway for the second half. The fans of the Porcupine Warriors are optimistic that they can do the comeback. The silky play of Nations FC, teamwork orchestrated by this man, Kasim Mengelo Kanse, formerly of Bechem United, now with Nations FC. Kotoko to make early substitution in the second half. Kudos to this Nation FC side. Understanding, organization, competitiveness, determination has downed this man's team. Prosper Nata Ogum lost by 3 goals against Accra Lions. We've done 45 minutes. He's down here by 2 goals. Fernando Wisdom Basse is being introduced by Prosper Natogum. Peter Amidu Akwa taking off. So an early substitution in the second half for Kotoko. An attacking substitution. Wisdom Fernando Bassi came on against Bechem United at the Baba Nyara Sports Stadium, and that little cameo with the help of Samuel Tinedu turned the game on its head. Kotoko got the equalizing goal from the spot kick against the Hunters. Today they are down by 2 goals. Can Fernando Bassi inject that pace and clinical finishing into this lackluster Kotoko side? Nations FC have by far been the better team in the first half. The goals speak for them.
At this point, Kotoko should be mentally tough not to give the game away, because the moment they try to lose concentration, the more Nations are going to put the game to bed. Having faced Alchaote, who's just hoping for another goal to his name. Emmanuel Ano alongside Nafu Sulemana had a real deal in the first half.
Here comes an offer. Nations FC. Can this be the third goal? Great defensive work by Kotoko. Still, Nafiu Suleiman for Nations FC. Nations FC. What a game they are having this afternoon against Kotoko. This could have been the sucker punch. Getting the third goal very early in the second half would have put the game to bed.
Yeah, of course. And defensively, Kotoko are not watertight. And a lot of spaces for the opponent to exploit. And we saw same signature poor defending against Bichem United. It revealed against Accra Lions. And the same over here. Take away Samba O'Neill, who individually is stepping up in terms of organization, in terms of adding compactness. Kotoko are behind in defense.
Henry Kwabiansu been introduced in the first half. Alongside this man, Samba O'Neill. That is the defensive partnership for Kotoko. Michael Sefa, the right side. Patrick Asedu at the left side. Very solid defenders still. Kotoko feeling the pressure from this nation side. Asedu putting the cross. Easy for Robin Osman.
It's not the amount of crosses you can put in, but to be able to find a target man in the box. Looking at Albert Amos' height alongside Sami Kufuor and also Oko Gripman. It will be difficult for Albert to dominate the crosses.
Patrick Asiedu. Emmanuel entry for Kotoko. Now this is Intimenu. This could have been a goal for Kotoko. Andrews Intimenu. What exactly was he thinking?
Indecisiveness from Intimenu at that point. You know, hungry players will try the options. But he lacked that decision making at that specific point. Whether he was passing or he was shooting, you cannot see it rightly.
Kotoko having come from behind to win a league game since December 2023 when they defeated Legon Cities 3-1. So going down by a goal or two is difficult for Kotoko to come back since 2023. They are down by 2 goals here. Okainse Mingle for Nations FC. Good control. Ntimenu. Cheidramena for Kotoko. Sefa switches play, trying to locate Fernando Bassi, the second goal scorer, and not loses possession. Good play from Kotoko.
Once again, look at that pressing scheme from Nations FC. And Kotoko are circulating the ball, but they cannot progress it beyond the center back.
Fernando Bassi for Kotoko. A poor cross from the Nigerian.
If Kwame Poku was within the team, crosses can serve a lot of purpose. But just like I said, consider the height of Oko Gripman alongside Samuel Kufuor and how they dominate aerially. I think crosses can be the solution for Kotoko. They should find a way to create line splitting movement to get their goals or maybe shoot from distance.
You need a clinical finisher to get the cutbacks. Now here is Ano. Sadiq Al-Hassan with that strike. But off the bar. Quickly.
Jumanola now doing all the dirty work. But Sadiq Al-Hassan, it wasn't good enough.
Kwame Ansu. Anchi. Ntimanu for Kotoko, surging forward. This is Ntimanu. Free kick for Kotoko. Good pressure from Kotoko.
The pressure is good, but Kotoko can be consistent with the pressure. They easily collapse when the pressure is overturned. And that second goal came from a moment where Kotoko will focus on the attack. And when the oversight came through their way, they couldn't defend.
We've seen spectacular goals from free kicks this season in the Ghana Premier League. Ransford Mensah for Hearts of Oak. Patrick Asiedu loves scoring from the free kick. A great opportunity for Kotoko. To make it 2-1. Emmanuel Anchi, good save. Great goalkeeping. The reason why Robin Osman Sanon is the captain for Nations FC.
Perfect ball from Emmanuel Anchi. But again, the goalkeeper was up to the task. Well anticipated flick.
Can this be the goal for Kotoko? Kumasi Asante Kotoko up their game in the second half. Emmanuel Anchi, great strike and an equally good save from Robin.
This is top class goalkeeping, and he's been on top of issues this afternoon for the home side.
Blay puts in the pass for Amoa. Fernando calling for the ball. Amoa decides to locate Ntim Manu. Manu to Shea Jamera. It is Kotoko at the moment. Blay for Kotoko. Albert Amoa should have chosen Fernando Bassi Wisdom at the left side for that pass.
One thing Kotoko must understand is that nations are very solid, especially the rate at which they regroup in defense. So looking for spaces between the lines to spread is going to be difficult. So maybe just try something from behind. Because as you speak, a lot of men are always at the back, limiting spaces for the likes of Emmanuel Anchi.
Justice Blay. A long one trying to locate Fernando. The control from Anchi was a poor one, but still Kotoko in possession through Fernando Wisdom. Nations FC closing all the passing lanes. Kotoko finding it difficult to give that passes up front for the attackers to get their team back in the game.
It's really difficult. And from their last game evidence, wouldn't be surprised if they fail to score because the attack is not looking lively.
And Timanu Kotoko has been on top in this second half. Yes, Chei Dramina. Corner kick for Kotoko. Tactical instructions during the break from Prosper Nateogum is really depicting itself in the early stages of the second half.
The difference when it comes to the wing play for both teams is the fact that Nation Saves are having devouring, devastating wingers, whereas Kotoko wingers are not giving that mark it needs to threaten the opponent.
Nafiu Suleimana, Emmanuel Antwi classed with the first goal scorer of the game. As a result, free kick against Kotoko.
Nafiu Suleimana, former of Tamale City. Very good player, entertaining to watch. He's been decisive for Nations FC this season, and in big games, he do step up.
Good tackle. Nafiu. Abrokwa. Osaiku for Nations. Christopher Nate was looking for that ball from Osaiku 4. Henry Kwame Ansu. Watertight defense by Nations FC. Winning all the balls. Not giving room for Kotoko to exploit.
Their last game against Dreams here, Faisal Chawate scored around the 76th minute for Nations FC. So it tells you they can still score more in the second half. And Kotoko, not surprising because their last game against Accra Lions, they conceded 2 goals in the first half, the 19th minute and also the 40th minute. No wonder they are down, or they were down in the first half by 2 goals.
Baba Yaya and Isaac Minta to be introduced by Kotoko. Still, Kotoko needs creativity up front, and they need that goal poacher. Prosper Nateogum really wants to get something from this game, if possible a draw. You look at the substitutions.
At this point, you must throw more attacking players up front. But the fact of the matter is that the more you are trying to attack, the more Nations looks dangerous.
Christopher Nate has been a spirited guy this afternoon against his former club. The inspiration and motivation when playing against your former club is a different one. Emmanuel Antwi to be substituted out for Kotoko. Justice Blay also coming off. Baba Yaya and Isaac Minta replacing the 2 players.
Justice Blay in recent times is just lacking that complete stamina, that full fitness. And at this point, Kotoko are playing without a tailor-made defensive base midfielder.
You look at the style of play of Nations FC. You see swift attacking play. Kotoko have Saka Dauda, who is absent from this game as a result of injury. Is that caliber of player to torment the Nations FC back line? Asiedu for Kotoko. Trying to locate Minta. Oseiku forward with a header. Free kick to Kotoko. At a very advantageous position.
Albert Amwa, despite his low center of gravity, but the ability to contest and battle for every area ball is a plus. And he just won a free kick, very advantageous for Kotoko. But collectively in defense, you can see Kotoko having a lot of lapses. And also in midfield, anytime they are facing highly technical midfielders, the midfield collapses. With that game against Bechem United, Kofi Tumpoenko up their game and the midfield collapsed. And this afternoon we are seeing the same dimensions over here. But this is advantageous.
Henry Kwamiansu. Prosper Nate Ogum in disbelief from the resulting free kick.
Only power, no technique. And when you are chasing results and you've been awarded such advantageous free kick, you should have tried something interesting from that. Henry Ansu should have done better, especially from this perspective. Because if nations are awarded such free kick within such crucial area, it's going to be dangerous.
Henry Kwamiansu. When Kotoko played against second division side, Accelerate FC in the FA Cup at the Babanyara Stadium, Henry Kwamiansu got a goal from a free kick for Kotoko. Good control by Ntim. Ansu with that pass to Babayaya. Ntim Menu. Oseiku forward interception. Poor pass from Abrokwa. Now Kotoko in possession. Babayaya. Still Babayaya. Good play from Kotoko. Fernando Bassi waiting for that pass. Finally he gets it. Ntimanu to Babayaya. Fernando Bassi for Kotoko. Good defensive organization by Nations FC. Fernando flagged offside.
Yeah, of course. Just like I said earlier, trying to find spaces between the lines of Nations FC is something difficult because they are best in terms of regrouping. And Kotoko should try to, shoot from distance because penetrating is something difficult. But they will circulate the ball around and they are being pressed off. And they have to chase the game again.
Aside Nafiu Sulemana, Emmanuel Ano. I would say Rabin Osman Sanon, the goalkeeper from Nations FC, has performed wonderfully well this afternoon.
Of course, a lot of great saves just to keep Nations in the game. That offside moment.
Former Salitas FC goalkeeper, a team based in Ouagadougou, the capital of Burkina Faso. Rabin Osman Sanon.
Just like you said, Kotoko from a losing position since 2021 yet to win a game, and the evidence are speaking. And they do concede more in the first half, and the fact is that they struggle to come back from losing position.
Here comes Nations FC. Free kick to Nations FC. Sadiq Al Hassan wanted that one-time shot. The master tactician, Kasim Okanzemingo. Kotoko failed to score from a free kick moments ago. Nations FC have gotten themselves a free kick. Can that perfect execution happen here?
Watch it closely, and Sadiq Al Hassan face Al-Chawti with that dominance. It's really difficult because in terms of history, it was speaking in favor of Kotoko at this venue.
Sadiq Al Hassan carried out. Looks to be in pain, limping off. Things not working for Prosper Nate Ogum. Lost against Accra Lions. Losing here against Nations FC. With a total of 5 goals in these 2 games. 3 against Accra Lions. 2 here against Nations.
Proud to this game in 3 games against Nations FC. Kumasi Asante Kotoko have scored only 2 goals, whereas Nations with 5, and they've added 2, making it 7.
Faisal Chawate with that strike, but very calm for Frederick Asare. Grip Manoko with a header. Now here comes Baba Yaya.
Kotoko problem is being progressive. They can have the ball pass around the center circle, but again, they struggle to just make a mark up front. And it is really causing a lot of troubles because when you circulate around and fail to get progressive passes or progressive runs, all your possession is basic. Christopher Nate celebrating against his former team.
Fantastic performance by the former Kotoko defender. Cheering up the fans to make noise. They are here in their numbers. 70 minutes gone. 20 more to go. No problem for Rabin Osman, Sanon, and this man Okanti Mingle. Nations in comfortable lead.
14 clean sheets prior to this game, and he's chasing maybe the 15th one. Looking at how Kotoko are playing, no agency in attack. And let's not forget their last game against Accra Lions, after conceding first half 2 goals, they conceded another goal in the second half. And also Faisal Chawote against Dreams, he scored around the 76th minute. So the numbers are speaking, not just in favor of Kotoko.
Patrick Asiedu for Kotoko. Henry Ansu. Baba Yaya received the pass. Now here comes Fernando Basse for Kotoko. The idea was a good one. Henry Ansu loses possession to Emmanuel Ano for Bechem for Nations FC. Risky play from Henry Ansu.
I think the defenders are just sleeping, they must wake up. Who is covering up for the others' mess? And that is an issue. And that fall from somebody else, Henry Ansu, also, with that time and space, could not clear the mess.
The former Bechem United player, Emmanuel Ano, tormenting Kumasi Asante Kotoko, forcing Henry Kwame. Here he comes again. Emmanuel Ano already have scored a goal in this game. Faisal Chawete loses possession. He has been marked out today by the Kotoko defense.
Yeah, of course, he's the danger man, especially in terms of numbers.
Good performance by Emmanuel Ano.
I think the first half was Nafu Sulemana, though Ano was up to the game, but the second half is all about team in attack, especially on the right side of Nations FC, offensive transition.
Baba Yaya with a cross. A poor one from Baba Yaya.
Ever since that crucial move from Kim Faisal to Kumasi Asante Kotoko, Baba Yaya is there to pay his dues for Kumasi Asante Kotoko.
When it comes to goalkeepers, Nations FC can boast of the finest. In the early stages of the season, Kofi Mensah was among the goalkeepers with most clean sheets. This time around it is Rabin Osman Sanon, substitution for Nations FC. Sadiq Al-Hassan is being replaced by Emmanuel Akase.
Sadiq Al-Hassan, one of the experienced figures within Nations FC, 28 years, former Karela Dreams FC's player, and he really added a lot of thickness in midfield, outplaying the likes of Justice Blaine Timenu.
Shea Jamina runs the ball to touch. Quarter of an hour to go. Nations have a throw in. Abrokwa has been solid together with Samuel Osaikufo and Oko Gripman for Nations FC. Today, Christopher Nate, what a good turn. Emmanuel Ano, Calvin Ampofo. Nations loses possession. Kotoko on the move. Isaac Minta here. Poor anticipation. Calvin Ampofo.
Kotoko should have known this better because from the start of the season, teams always find a way to set up a solid low block just to tame them. And go and watch that game against Young Apostles in Obuasi and the return encounter in Winchi. Always staying on the low. Kotoko struggling to break through. That top class creativity is not revealing for Kotoko. And the next option should be taking advantage of set pieces and also trying a lot of options from far range. But none is showing over here.
Here comes Albert Amoa, who got a great opportunity in the first half. But was not able to score, same as Shea Jamina here. Looks like the motivation playing against Kotoko is always high for the rest of the teams. Bechem United put up a spirited performance against Kotoko at the Babanyara Sports Stadium. Nations FC with quality football here against the Porcupine Warriors.
I think the only thing to, or let me say the only factor you can use to outplay top teams is just quality. Because in terms of numbers, in terms of, class, they have it. But you must use quality to outplay them. And we saw same incident against Bechem and this time Nations FC. But again, Nafu Suleiman loves scoring against Kotoko and he impacted the game massively. A goal plus an assist in the first half. And gradually the game is gradually going to the twilight. Kotoko yet to show promises in attack.
Nations FC doing what Kotoko have failed to do today. Quick recovery of the ball whenever they loses it. The rate at which Nations FC presses whenever they want the ball from Kotoko. Kotoko lacking that pressing ability. The relentlessness from Nations FC has not been there for Kotoko.
In Nations' last 5 home games, they lost against Young Apostles. Against Midiama, they won by 2-1. A defeat to Edina Stars. They won over Karela Dreams, and now they are chasing the third consecutive victory at home.
The ball boy needs to be protected. Alfonso Atiapa. Here comes the second goal scorer for Nations FC. Now Kevin Ampofo. What a good turn from Emmanuel Akese. Prince Badu for Nations. Abrokwa. Strike from range. Good idea from Abrokwa.
He wanted to take the goalkeeper off guard. And that was a good effort. No impact from Isaac Minta ever since he's been subbed on. And Babayaya on and off. Wisdom Bassi. Not a good game at all. He impacted the game very well against Bechem United back this afternoon. Always hovering around the wide areas for spaces. But this has been an issue because looking at how Kotoko gave away balls in midfield, it's a problem. Menu and when Emmanuel Ancho was there, they gave up possession easily.
Cristiano penalty for Nations FC. Protection, very important for the ball boy. Alfonso Atiapa, the referee, signaled the security to protect the ball boy. Kotoko cut offside.
At this point, difficult for Kotoko. Less than 8 minutes to go.
Elsewhere, Heart of Lions are up by 2 goals against Accra Lions. Brekum Chelsea have scored. Bechem United 2-1. Dreams FC and Vision FC's 1-1 draw at the moment. Basake Holy Stars 1, Legon City 0. It is still Hearts of Oak 0, Karela United 0. But here at the Brankase, Nafiu Sulemana and Emmanuel Ano have scored 2 spectacular goals for Nations FC. Kotoko yet to give an answer.
But of course, it's becoming a norm that when Kotoko are down, especially by 2 goals, they do struggle to come back. Nafiu Sulemana with that beautiful control, just trying to take advantage of any fullback assigned to him.
Nafiu Sulemana, Emmanuel Ano, and goalkeeper Rabin Osman Sanon. The man of the match will be difficult to pick. Daniel, who would you pick as a man of the match so far?
Tough one. Looking at Emmanuel Ano, Nafiu Sulemana, Oko Gripman, the goalkeeper Rabin.
Here is Emmanuel Ano. Great save from Frederick Asare. What a player Emmanuel Ano is. Go round Samba O'Neill to get a touch on the ball. But the intervention of goalkeeper Frederick Asare, it would have been 3 goals for Bechem United, for Nations FC.
That would have been a disgrace because how he moved swiftly. It's just an eyesore.
What a chance for Kotoko. Isaac Minta, clear opportunity to make it 2-1.
What that move, 1 versus 1. And Emmanuel Ano, my goodness, what a player. You just have to give him his credit. Playing as if he's been here for 4-5 seasons. But he's just playing his first season for Nations FC, and he's been an instantaneous hit for the home side.
From Bechem United to Nations FC, whenever Emmanuel Arnault gets the ball, I love saying Bechem United instead of Nations FC. The former Bechem United player is tormenting Kotoko here. Abrokwa receives a yellow card. Great defensive partnership with Oko Gripman, Samuel Osekufo.
Nafiu Sulemana, last season, he scored 3 goals in 34 games for Nations FC. But this season, only 24 games. He's scored his 5th goal of the season. Massive to this player.
Kotoko wanted a free kick. Denied. But here they are a free kick against them. Asante Boahin coming on for Nations FC. Samuel Osekufo. Coming off. Samuel Osekufo, formerly of Bechem United, have been rock solid for Nations FC today. It has been Samuel Osekufo and Razak Simpson all the time at the back for Nations FC. No Razak today. Oko Gripman and Abrokwa partners, the man that has been substituted of Osei Kufuor. Faisal Chawete would have loved to score against Kotoko. His spotlight have been stolen by 2 players in his team, Nafiu Sulemana and Emmanuel Arnault. Now here comes Kotoko through Patrick. Asiedu to Fernando. Can Kotoko get one here? Samba, will he shoot? Of course, he does. What a save. Albert Amoa from the rebound misses completely. That could have been 2-1. Had the ball from Albert Samoa found the back of the net, it would have injected some activeness into Kotoko. And we know what a goal can do to the confidence of a team. Three maximum points on the horizon for these fans. They are really enjoying themselves. A flick from Nafiu. Here comes Chawete. Sulemana.
Tell you what's up, no good in done. Your hustle, aqua Charlie. I tell you what's up, enjoy the ride.
Samba O'Neill for Kotoko surging forward. Few moments ago, he struck from afar, nearly getting a goal for Kotoko. A good goalkeeping from Rabin Osman Sanon pushed the ball away on a platter for Albert Amoa, but Albert failed to score. Still, Kotoko. Baba Yaya. Minta wasn't able to control. Christopher Nate. Very good performance today for Nations FC. Kwame Yansu for Kotoko. Kotoko pushing forward. They believe they can get a goal. Michael Sefa. Cheidwa putting the cross. Still, Kotoko lacking that bite up front. We've done 3 out of the 5 minutes that was added on. Kumasi Asante Kotoko. Kwame Yansu for Kotoko. Now here's Baba Yaya. Good control from Patrick Asiedu. Patrick shoots. But he's disappointed himself with that strike. Seconds to go. Baba Yaya in disbelief. Victory for Nations FC. What a game they have had today. Came all out in the first half. Dominant display in the first half. Played beautiful football, scored 2 spectacular goals, won the first half totally. doing the tactical work in the second half. The fans of the Porcupine Warriors have had enough, and they have to leave early as they believe it is all over. Abrokwa, can Faisal get a goal here? It has been a quiet day for the league's top scorer, Faisal Chawate. Nafiu gets the foul. Nafiu Sulemana. What a game for him today. Prosper Nate Ogum, yet again, another defeat. Alfonso Atiapa, the referee, looks at his watch. Abrokwa. This a long one from Kotoko. Minta Tassel for the header. This is Calvin. Now wisdom for Kotoko. Can Kotoko make it 2-1 here? Good goalkeeping. What a game Rabin Osman Sanon has had for Nations FC. Isaac Minta nearly getting a consolation goal for Kotoko. Patrick Asiru with a corner. A good header. And of course, a very good performance from Nations FC has ensured that they've gotten all the 3 points here. Alfonso Atiapa whistles for the end of the game. This man Sulemana Nafiu started it all by scoring what we would describe as the goal of the season contender. A beautiful teamwork. Nafiu Sulemana, the first goal scorer, 10 provider for Emmanuel Ano to score that beautiful second goal. Kotoko were outplayed and defeated in the first half. That same scoreline has been held on by the home side. Kotoko came back spirited in the second half, but still lacking that cutting edge. Once again, Kotoko defeated. Nations FC 2, Kotoko 0.
a back-to-back defeat.
Yeah, I mean, back-to-back defeats are not the best. But then we, as a technical staff, we have to encourage the players, irrespective of what is coming from the outside. We are with them. We know what they can do. They are the very people who who went so many matches unbeaten. So it tells you that they can do it. We just have to sit down and then look at what we can do to reverse the situation.
Coach, tactically in defense, individually we have some personnel that are performing, but collectively there are lapses and you do concede goals, especially in the first half, because against Accra Lions you concede in the first half and again this time around.
Yeah, it's all about the second balls and the reaction towards the second balls. Once you don't react quick to second balls, and then when you are on offense, and then you don't keep a stable back, sometimes it happens that way. Work on it.
Coach, lastly, is the title race still on?
The league is not over, so we keep working, keep playing the games.
Coach, thank you very much. All right. That was Coach Prosper Natiogum, and he said, despite the defeat, the league is not yet over, and he's trying to psych, the players enough, especially in the dressing room, to let them come at its best in their subsequent games. It's not over until it's over. Coach Kazim Mengel is over here. He won convincingly. He's having a very good record, especially as Nations FC's coach against Kumasi Asante Kotoko. Coach, a very good victory. Your general impression of the game?
It was very competitive, and we came with our game plan to get the goals, to win. And it worked to perfection for us.
Coach, looking at the fact that, you as a coach, that kind of agency it means to play against Kotoko, and especially at this tight race. What did you inform the players prior to this game?
I informed them, if we want to be the title contenders, we need to win this match at all costs. So they were all motivated. They knew the plan that we're going. When everybody plays his role well, we sent everybody a role to play on the field of play. So they saw when they work their way out, or they are tactically disciplined on the field, the victory will come. And exactly what we didn't come, we came to play and win. That's the strategy we came. We don't have to come and we came to play and win. That's the strategy. We were in to score goals and win the game. That's how we approach the game.
Coach, looking at your wingers, Nafiu Sulemana and Emmanuel Ano just came in from Brekum Chelsea and Bechem United, and he's playing very, very well. What is the structure that is catering for his quality?
He was my player at Bechem United. I brought him up, so I know his quality, I know what he can do. So when he came in, I assigned him the role and he fit into the team very easily.
Coach, the title race is on. Are you tough enough to endure?
We are more than tough. We are ever ready. We are more than ready to compete for it.
Coach, anything for the fans because, they are in a good mood.
Oh, we thank them for the support, the massive support they've been giving us. They should continue supporting, praying for us. And as I promised them today, at the end of the game, we will let them enjoy. And it has happened. So we thank God for it.
I think that's a Salah gift.
And the Easter gift.
Easter gift. Coach, thank you very much.
Thank you.
That was Coach Kazim Mengel. He won convincingly at home. All kinds say it's very necessary for him. And, we were interviewing Suleiman and Nafiu, who, is the MVP. He scored a goal plus an assist. Nafiu, player, who a good game. Music in the
Yeah, secret in there, no any training ground. The coach in the chair na any this na hard work na lack akra na account rate me overcome one.
Who personally no, o fa bo na e din se obi beje. When your mentor?
The mentor is Sadio Mane. Yeah, me tasha na pa.
Tactically, e dey na coach ka kire omo a. The entire team amutu ball very good football against Kotoko.
And I make us a different training ground. And I tie na kasa. And I say yeah hard like yeah game ni easy ntia ma ho nya den. Yeah nkomu dey start e mfa ngu omo so. Yeah first goal at least e be boy na. Nti wa ultimate sure first you starting out to say any pressure na the moment na first goal na buy.
In the course of the game no. Kotoko started with Adran. Achiromu dey Henry by but still now we are dangerous against them. Now for the meantime no let me say so check you one case of personality na. It didn't convince because against Kotoko utasha omo pa. I didn't motivation.
Say, only Kotoko boy there. There's no motivation. We're a big club. That's also we have been now. So what I say? Motivation behind it, yeah. I Kotoko na na bo nti. I say we know.
Coach say title still you can win it. Who you did?
And one year gusu ya bono. Nti game after game. Yeah, we win here next game.
As a personal target as a player, go king or whatever, or personal target this season.
No, I mean, dream personal awards. Me dream that team never be 3 points now. The team no ya share no na saka.
Okay, thank you very much. That was the man of the match, Nafiu Suleiman. He scored a goal plus an assist against Kumasi Asante Kotoko. And he loves scoring against Asante Kotoko. No wonder he scored a goal plus an assist. And it's been an interesting figure to watch for the home side Nations FC. It's all over here at Abrankase. Kotoko are yet to win a game over here at the Sports Stadium. And it's really a big history for them to try to come back and win anytime, any soon. But until then, their success